It is my pleasure to introduce the president of the class of 2026, Miss Alyssa Tappin.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Alyssa Tappin, and I've had the honor of serving as the class of 2026 senior class president. But before I begin, there is one thing I have to do first. So everybody, say cheese. Text to Chris to post on Sachem Instagram. Perfect. Okay. I would like to begin by thanking Superintendent Trebetta and her cabinet, Principal Burke, our assistant principals, teachers, staff members, families, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026 for allowing me to stand before you today. I think I can speak for all of us when I say this has been one of the best years of our lives. Years from now, when we're sitting around telling stories to our children and grandchildren, I have no doubt that this year will be one of the chapters we talk about most. As we sit here tonight, surrounded by the people who helped shape us, it is easy to focus on what comes next. College, careers, new places, and new experiences. But before we rush ahead, I want us to pause and reflect on a simple phrase from one of my favorite artists, Zach Bryan. How lucky are we? How lucky are we to have grown up together in these hallways? How lucky are we to have shared the same classrooms, the same victories, the same challenges, and the same memories? How lucky are we to be sitting here today, graduating alongside the people who have been part of our story for years? This moment is monumental because it's one of the last times all of us will ever be together in one place. Years from now, we will wish we could come back and relive moments like this. So take it in, look around, remember it, because how lucky are we? When I first imagined graduation, I thought about the cap and gown, the excitement, and honestly, the cords. I wanted as many cords as possible. But when I finally put my cap and gown on and looked in the mirror, I realized those cords represented something much more than achievements. They represented people. Every cord represented friendships, experiences, service, leadership, memories, and moments that helped shape who I became. They represented showing up, getting involved, staying after school, helping others, and becoming part of something bigger than myself. And I think that is true for all of us. The accomplishments we leave here are not just numbers on a transcript or titles beneath our names. They are proof that we cared, proof that we contributed, proof that we became part of the Sachem family. And what a year it has been. Our boys lacrosse team, wrestling team, and softball team captured county championships. Our robotics program advanced to the world championship. WSHR continued to raise the standard for student journalism and broadcasting. Can we please give all of those people a hand right now? And so much more, literally far too much to list here. Those accomplishments represent the pride, dedication, and excellence that define what it means to be an Arrow. Future students will walk the same hallways we walked and sit in the same classrooms we sat in. Whether we realize it or not, they will inherit the standard we leave behind. We are now part of the history of Sachem High School, and that matters. One thing I have learned throughout high school is that life is not about being perfect. Public speaking still makes my heart race. Big moments still make me nervous. New beginnings are still scary. But perfection does not exist, and that is okay. Every person sitting here today has a different story, different experiences, different challenges, different dreams. Because of that, we should never judge someone based on where they are in their journey. Despite what social media may make it look like, nobody has everything figured out. And if there is one message I hope you remember after tonight, is this: do not let anyone change who you are. Not social media, not popularity, not other people's opinions. None of those things determines your worth. Stay humble and stay kind. Growing up, my mom always quoted Tim McGraw's song, Humble and Kind. The older I get, the more I understand those words. At the end of our lives, people will not remember how many followers we had or what title we held. They will remember how we treated others. They'll remember who showed up for when it mattered. They'll remember kindness. And honestly, we've all been through enough to understand that. We survived Regents exams we definitely weren't prepared for. We waited until the very last second to complete AMSCO assignments. We experienced a global pandemic in 6th grade, and now here we are graduating high school. And if this applies to you, we somehow survived the first semester, 7th period Mr. Comstock economics fiasco together too. At the time, those moments felt stressful. Now they're some of the stories we'll laugh about forever. When I think back on high school, I know I will remember the people most. Not the assignments, not the exams, the people. One of my close friends, Grant Moriali, has given many speeches to my group throughout the year. Recently, an elementary school student asked him what the best part of high school was. His answer was simple: the people. And he was absolutely right. The friendships, conversations, laughter, and memories are what made these years unforgettable. That is what makes Sachem special. Before I finish, there are a few people I would like to thank. First, Mr. Burke. I truly believe I can speak on behalf of the entire class of 2026 when I say thank you. You made our senior year memorable, exciting, safe, and full of experiences we will never forget. You genuinely cared about us, and we felt that every single day. I also want to thank WSHR for everything it has given me over the last 3 years. Most importantly, I want to thank Chris Vaquera. He has played an enormous role in helping me achieve so much of what I accomplished this year, whether it was sideline interviews, broadcasting, community events, award opportunities, or making sure everything I do is shared to the Sachem community, including this speech right now. He believed in me before I fully believed in myself. He welcomed me into the program, treated me like family, and transformed the radio station into something truly extraordinary. I will forever be grateful for everything he has done for me and for WSHR. To my friends, thank you for filling these years with memories I'll always look back on. The moments that seemed ordinary at the time somehow became the ones I'll miss the most. And to my Let There Be Light group chat, thank you for being part of so much of this chapter of my life. I'm really grateful that I got to experience all of this with you, and I can't wait to see where this life takes us next. To my family, there were so many moments that no one else saw, and you were there for all of them. You kept believing in me, even on the days when I wasn't sure of myself. I know this day means just as much to you as it does to me because you've been part of every step that got me here. And to the entire class of 2026, thank you for allowing me to grow alongside you. Serving as your class president has been one of the greatest honors of my life, but being your friend has meant even more. I truly hope our paths cross again someday, because Sachem is and always will be our home. Even though I'll be shouting Roll Tide for the next 4 years, black and gold will always be in my blood, and I will always root for Sachem. My dad always says something that perfectly applies to today. Don't be sad that it's over, be happy that it happened. And I am. I am grateful for every lesson, every challenge, every friendship, and every memory. So as we move forward into the next chapter of our lives, remember to slow down every once in a while and appreciate where you are. Because someday, the life you have right now will be the life you miss. And when that day comes, I hope you remember this moment and quietly ask yourself, how lucky are we? Congratulations to the class of 2026. And as you've heard me say every morning for the past year, we get to have a great day or not, Sachem North, but in this case, your future, the choice is yours. Thank you, and congrats.